Hi guys, right, we're going to jump into it. Of course, happy birthday to Carolyn. Of course, goes without saying. This film introduced Carolyn to Elvis. It's a big deal. I think this Baz Luhrmann's biopic using Austin Butler to play Elvis was a game changer. It did reintroduce Elvis to millions of people. You can't change that. Now, we Elvis fans know that the story isn't quite right, but you can't take away the impact this movie had in 2022. Can't take away the impact this had on the world in the way of reminding us, the normal public, just how amazing and massive Elvis was, how he changed the world. Yeah, I got it right this time, Pat. It probably introduced millions to Elvis. I agree. Come on, a lot of people that you say about Elvis, they don't even know who he is. Like, I bumped into my son's female friends that were about 17 yesterday, and my son was with them. And I said to my son, do they even know who Elvis is? He went, no. That says it all. The young generation, there's many that don't even know who he is. So this Baz Luhrmann film did reintroduce Elvis to millions of people. Yeah. So obviously now it's on Netflix, and Baz Luhrmann's done the documentary, and it's about to do all the lost footage of the Elvis tours. That's going to be big. So Baz Luhrmann has been very good for Elvis. Yeah, I think Baz Luhrmann, really, he's transformed everything concerning Elvis, because Elvis was more about the fans, his fans. The love of Elvis was more about us who grew up in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s. Yeah, we, the fans, adore Elvis, are very interested in his life, in his reputation, his image, in his legacy. So this film is like smack bang, here you go. There he is. This is what he did. This is how much he loved his fans. This is where he came from. This is the way he changed the world. Because Elvis 100% changed the world. He changed the world. Still does a bit. But back then, he transformed everything. I think John Lennon said, before Elvis, there was nothing. Even though, you know, we did love a lot of the music before Elvis. I was a massive Frank Sinatra fan, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., all that, all the Rat Pack. But and Bing Crosby, think people like that. But I understand what John Lennon meant. It went from being black and white to being multicolor, technicolor. Yeah, right. So I don't have long, guys. So because when my wife gets back, I've got to come off. So let's just play a couple of clips, and then we'll just let you guys interact, talk to each other, and we'll go from there. Hi, Matthew. Right. So hopefully this is going to work.
Our camera crew's lights spontaneously powers down.
The lights just blow.
As we're going through Twilight mode here.
As you say, spirit. As we talk about the energy. The energy.
Coincidence or not, Lisa Marie says Butler came to embody
So guys, can you tell me, can you hear the music on the video? That's the important thing.
her famous father, a feat she says no other actor has been able to achieve.
It's almost as if he channeled him. He puts everything he had, his heart, soul, everything he had into researching and reading and watching and learning, and he honored him in every way possible that you could possibly honor him.
In the beginning,
Well, I agree with that. So I wanted to get, in this particular one, I wanted to get Lisa's words in. Anything to do with her when she was with Austin in any way, or with Baz Luhrmann, or with anything that Lisa did just before this film was released, just after it was released. I want to try and get it in this episode. I'm just going to quickly get your comments up. So obviously we've done a part one, guys, so you must watch part one. We've discussed in detail this film, sorry. I think you'll find part one very interesting. It's on defending Elvis. Yeah? So let's just get you up here so we can see your comments. I think this is it. Yes, here we go. Here we go. Right, we got it. Right, I got your comments up. Let's keep going, guys. Obviously, this is a review, so we will stop and start.
He felt so far away. And then as I worked on it and spent that year and a half before I was actually filming, it began to feel like actually the most personal thing I could possibly imagine.
So the thing I see straight away when I see Lisa, lovely Lisa, of course we miss Lisa, God rest her soul. You can really see she likes Austin. She likes him. Her body language, the way she's looking at him. I think she admires him. Yeah, I think Lisa looks at Austin like he has helped almost rescue her father's reputation. Yeah, because there's so much untruths out there about Elvis. There's so much trash about Elvis out there. And you can see Lisa is like, wow, he's like a savior. Baz Luhrmann, Austin, saving my dad's reputation. Let's keep going.
You're looking for trouble? You came to the right place.
I'm sure your bar was very high, too, in terms of somebody portraying, a figure like your father.
Yes, the bar was high, and I wasn't expecting a lot. The first time I saw the film, I watched just gripping my chair, scared to death.
There's a one for the money, two for the show. Ready now, go, can't go.
Because, Baz, I love him to death, but he's a wild man, wild card. You don't know what's going to happen.
So did she call Baz, Baz the wild card? Yeah, I do agree. He's such a flamboyant, almost a bit crazy personality. He speaks his mind. He obviously looks pretty pizzazz. His hair's unusual. The way he dresses. I do think he was the right choice to help relaunch Elvis.
I was like, I don't know what Baz is doing. I didn't know who Austin yet. And I was like, I don't know what I'm in for.
It turned out what she was in for was a surprise. Elvis's daughter, arguably the toughest audience imaginable, overcome.
I let go of the chair.
So my teenage kids, this is Carolyn on her birthday. My teenage kids know Elvis now. They get so annoyed they miss the old music I used to listen to and laugh out loud. I'm like, one day when I'm gone, you'll love Elvis. I say that to my kids. I actually think my kids deep down love Elvis. They may not admit it. The only one I can get to admit is Tino. Tino is the one that go, yeah, I like Elvis.
About halfway through, and I was like, okay, I can breathe. Okay.
I believe I can be great too.
I really wasn't expecting it. I was expecting to be disappointed.
What was it that made you let go of the chair? The charisma, the commitment.
This one. It's him.
I love that. I love seeing her laugh. It's so obvious them to really hit it off. Lisa and Austin, a lot of chemistry there. It's clear that they both adore each other.
I feel so protective of him. I don't want anybody hurting him. I don't want people, saying anything about him or it in a negative way,
So, like Catherine just said, she cherished her friendship with Austin. I have to agree with that.
Like, no, come see me and talk to me about it. You have a problem.
It's a pretty good review, Austin.
I don't even know what to say. No, there's no review in my life that will ever mean more than that.
Sweet thing. He's such a sweetheart.
And you see that, guys? Of course, getting the approval of Elvis's daughter, Lisa, it's as good as it gets. I'm going to be honest. I'm very wary of Priscilla's approval, Priscilla's involvement with this movie in any way. But Lisa, it's a completely different thing. If she is giving 100% support to Austin and this movie, it means everything to me and to us, to the world fans of Elvis, to Team Elvis.
Do you feel like the creative choices, the courageous choices you made were influenced in some way by his example?
I feel like my general spirit is kind of in that sort of vein of
I would say yes.
I'll let her answer that.
I'm glad that Riley's in this. She jumps in, gives an answer.
Let her answer that one.
I would say,
Oh, do you know what? It brings a tear to me. Them two laughing together. Oh, I felt a twinge then. Did any of you feel that? As soon as Riley jumped in and then you see them both smiling, happy together. And actually, Lisa looks okay here, doesn't she? That beaming smile that Riley Q has. I love it.
How would you describe that spirit?
Rebellious. You know, I think it's in the bloodline. Yes. To the point where my own children are like, Mom, stop. Stop. What are you doing? Don't say that. You can't say that. You can't do that.
Most parents are worried about their rebellious young people.
yes.
You're worried about your rebellious mom.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, God. Do you feel that, guys? I do. Yeah, like Angie just said, it's heartwarming. It is. It's, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I got a bit of an emotion then. Matt, I agree. Let's have a look. Okay, let's keep going.
Riley, you are having the kind of career as an actor that he sort of always talked about having. You are doing exactly what you want to do. You are taking challenging projects that are entirely up to your choice.
Do you know what? I never thought of that. It's true. Riley Q is having an acting career that Elvis dreamed of. Elvis wanted to be taken seriously in his movies, which he was in the early years, wasn't he? Yeah, with King Creole, Jailhouse Rock, great films, great acting. Yeah. So yeah, what a good point that Riley, she's getting the acting career that Elvis dreamed of. I never thought of that.
And this was the thing that he dreamed of doing. You're living out his dream. How does that feel?
I mean, you know, all I can hope is that he is proud of, you know, me and my mom and our whole family.
Yes, of course he is. Of course he is. I have to say something. She just said that. To the people out there that are against Riley, and there's a few of you guys, because I've had some pretty nasty comments that I've deleted, by the way. Come on. It's Elvis's granddaughter. You see Lisa and Riley together. They're so close. They love each other so much. There's such a beautiful connection between mother and daughter, and Elvis's granddaughter. So to you guys out there that don't feel that you can support Riley, come on. Come on, guys.
Wherever he is.
Does it feel like you're carrying like a special legacy in addition to the wonderful that you've done?
I haven't actually felt that. I think because I'm a generation removed, it's been a little bit different for me than I think for my mom. I think it was much harder for her.
So guys, that sentence she just said there is exactly why people have turned on Riley, because they take it the wrong way. They take it the wrong way. She just said, oh, it's a generation removed for me. It's different for me. Of course it is. Lisa grew up with Elvis, lived with Elvis. Elvis was Lisa's father. They were very, very close. Very close. Remember, she was 9 when Elvis passed. They were the connection between Elvis and Lisa was beautiful. Beautiful. There's no way that Riley could ever have that. She didn't even know Elvis. She didn't grow up with him. Elvis wasn't her father. So this is where the fans expect too much. The fans that are against Riley, they want Riley to talk about Elvis as if she was his daughter. She wasn't. She never met him. You get it, guys? Lisa was her mum. The connection Riley had with Lisa, her mother, is the same that Lisa had with her father, Elvis. Do you get it, guys? You've got to get it in the right order. Riley is Lisa's child, not Elvis's. So when she says, oh, it's a bit, you know, that it's a bit removed because Elvis wasn't her father. She didn't grow up with Elvis. She never met him. She didn't live. Please be more understanding. She's being honest. She's basically saying, look, Elvis wasn't my dad. He was Lisa's dad. my mum. So you support Riley on behalf of Lisa, who we adore. Lisa Marie would want us to fully support Riley. I will always say that. Always. It's a tough one, guys. Let's keep going.
Or she kind of felt that pressure more than I did. I also went into an entirely different career, so I think there's a little bit of separation. But I mean, you can't compare yourself to Elvis.
You can't compare yourself to Elvis. Phew. Now, Helen says, good. Austin Butler captured the essence of the amazing phenomenon known as Elvis Presley. Hi, Helen. We haven't seen you for a while. How are you? So, yeah, Carolyn, it makes complete sense what she just said, but that will be held against her. Do you agree, guys? People will be like, oh no, you know, she didn't say that Elvis is like, I don't even know the right wording for it. Now, let's have a look. Right, now let's listen to Austin Butler.
I have to imagine.
Now, I just want you to know, guys, that this isn't just about the movie Elvis biopic. This is also about Austin, about Lisa Marie as well. We're going to break down the different personalities. Also, Baz Luhrmann, even Tom Hanks playing the Colonel. This is anything that relates to the biopic, the Elvis biopic by Baz Luhrmann, released in 2022.
It was and continues to be so gratifying to have sort of received the satisfaction of approval from the Presley family, from the late Lisa Marie and Priscilla, who were there for you at the Golden Globes, and it sounds like kind of were there for you every step of the way and saying, you got it right. And if anybody's going to say that, I guess you want to hear it from them.
Yeah. That, yeah.
From the
Now
late
remember,
Lisa
guys,
Marie and
we were all here, weren't we? Yeah? Did that jump forward? Sorry.
Priscilla, who were there.
We were all here. No one expected Lisa to pass. I know we all knew she looked very unwell. No one expected her to pass. Definitely Austin Butler. And what the very difficult part of it was Austin Butler still had to go out and receive awards and things like that. Get it, guys? So he's really in a dilemma here. He became very close to Lisa. Suddenly he sat there being interviewed, talking about her that she passed. She passed. Shocking, unbelievable. And just how do you face that? You've had the massive success of the Baz Luhrmann Elvis biopic. And then suddenly, bam, you get a grenade thrown at you. You get it, guys?
For you at the Golden Globes, and it sounds like kind of were there for you every step of the way and saying, you got it right. And if anybody's going to say that, I guess you want to hear it from them.
Yeah. That, yeah. I remember the moment that they were first going to watch the film. I had never been more nervous for anybody to see anything that I'd ever done, because they hadn't seen anything, and they didn't even read the script at that point. With
See, this is very interesting. Yeah, let's keep going.
And they were very nervous, and I really thought it could go either way. And then when Baz read me and Priscilla's email, I just burst into tears, because it was, I felt so much responsibility to them, and for their family, and for Elvis's legacy, and it was just, yeah, it was such a beautiful moment. And then when I finally got to meet Lisa Marie, because we didn't meet until.
So don't forget, guys, again, I appeal to the fans that show no care for Riley, and some towards Lisa, actually. He's completely devastated that Lisa's gone. Yeah? But remember, Lisa is Riley's mum. Finley and Harper's mum. You must try and understand that. Remember, Riley has lost her brother. She was very, very close to her brother. Yeah. So to the people that are very cold towards Riley, please remember, this is family. Austin just said it. It's family. This isn't fans. We're fans. We'll see it from the outside. They are family. Yeah. This is blood. It's very different. Even with Riley's friendship with her grandmother, we have very strong feelings about all of that. But it's still, we must remember, this is Gran, a blood relative of Riley. Yeah. So everyone wants Riley to hate her Gran. Now we as fans were fuming with what Gran has done. We're fuming. We want justice. We want it exposed. We want to defend Elvis. Riley's different. It's Gran. It's Gran. We must remember that. Like Austin just said, it's family. Riley lost her mum after losing her brother. Okay? So I really want people to be more empathic, show more empathy towards Riley Keough. I don't think she deserves the way that she's treated by some Elvis fans. There are some Elvis fans, the minority, not the majority, that have got it in for Riley, and it's so unfair. It's actually very heartless, very heartless. Whichever way you look at it, it's Lisa's children. Lisa wants us to support her kids, including Finley and Harper. She wants us to, and so does Elvis. Elvis wants us to support the grandkids. Very important, guys.
We screened the film at Graceland. And when I've locked eyes on her, it's a really surreal thing when I've been playing her dad for such a long time, and been doing my best to make it as true for me as possible. The relationship, you know, of feeling the love for her through her father. And then because the film resonated with her in that way, suddenly now's this moment where we're standing in front of each other and we're looking into each other's eyes, and I'd felt so much love for her through him in that whole process, that I've never felt closer to somebody quicker than I felt with her.
I love that. I love that. This guy, Austin, he speaks from the heart. He's a good-looking guy as well, of course. A great-looking guy. A very talented man with a beautiful singing voice. He knows how to move. He's a head-turner. The girls, how can you not find him extremely handsome and sexy? He's a very handsome, very sexy man who knows how to sing and move, a very talented actor as well. A perfect person to play Elvis. And I'll tell you why. Because he truly loved Elvis. He truly, to the depth of his heart, was a true Elvis fan. A true Elvis fan. The way he speaks about Elvis and Lisa, yeah, is beautiful. You look at any interview that Austin Butler is in, he will beautifully talk about Elvis and his legacy and his daughter Lisa. Austin felt honored to play Elvis. Couldn't believe that he was chosen. Spent, I think, nearly 2 years preparing without even knowing that he was going to get the role. I'm sure he prepared for this role without even knowing he would get the part. He really wanted this part. This was almost like a calling. He felt a calling to this role and that it was his. And somehow he was going to get this role. Somehow. And fate, the universe, who knows what. Something very special. He got this role and he did relaunch Elvis to the world. He did that.
And
Right,
and then
she
she was just the most incredible woman I've ever met, and just so incredibly honest and loving. And yeah, to just finally be able to give her a hug and then to spend all those moments with her.
So it's really sad right now, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's such an emotional time anyway around everything that's happening for you professionally. That added layer of her passing must give us an entire new depth, profound depth of feeling around what's happening right now with the movie.
Yeah, for sure. And it's so, I mean, I've said it in these exact words, but it's just very bittersweet right now. Because I just wish that she was here to celebrate with us. But I'm just so, I'm so grateful that everybody has received the story in the way that they have, and to get recognition for their family, you know, and for her dad, who I know it weighed on her a lot how misunderstood he was, and so to be a part of that, I just feel so endlessly privileged, you know.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh, look. Yep, I had a phone call. Right, okay. So, are you still there, guys? Are you still there? Sorry about that. So, completely sidetracked. It was something to do with the flats. I've only got a few minutes left anyway, but so what time is it? Yeah, so I've only got a few minutes, but let me just check your comments. Austin got the world's attention and Elvis relaunched his popularity. Austin lost his own mum at 23, same age as Elvis. Yeah, I remember that on interviews. It's heartbreaking, isn't it, guys? Just imagine what he went through. Yeah. So that means that him and Lisa related to something, because she obviously lost her dad, he lost her mum. So again, he'll relate to Riley as well, won't he? Yeah. Let's have a look. Austin Butler shows more emotional towards Lisa Marie's passing than Priscilla. I agree. Luann, I agree with that. I'll never understand the coldness of Priscilla towards the loss of Lisa. I'll never understand it. Honestly, it's like a problem, isn't it, guys? She may need help because there's something not right. There is something not right. Yeah. It's one of the biggest questions I have. Because obviously Priscilla has spent her life almost boasting how close her and Lisa were. So the fact that she's carried on with her life as if nothing's changed doesn't add up to me, guys. I don't get it. Please explain it to me. Yeah. So what else we got here? Yeah, so he's completely dedicated to his craft. Definitely. Come on, you couldn't have chose a better person than Austin, honestly. And we know that Austin will always speak beautifully of Elvis, of Baz Luhrmann, of the film, of Riley, of Lisa. He would always be proud that he played that role. For me, probably the best role that Austin will ever play, because he captured Elvis's essence so beautifully. He really did nail it, didn't he? He did nail that film. He did. Now, the fact that other parts of the film we don't like, you know, the portrayal of Gladys and Vernon, I think there's a few things in it that are a bit comical, like the Memphis Mafia stuff. And even at Graceland, it's a bit silly, isn't it? It's a bit silly. That little scene, I think it's a bit ridiculous. I do like Colonel Tom Parker's portrayal, you know, Tom Hanks. I like that. The Priscilla character was a complete joke. Yeah. Terrible acting. Terrible. I don't want to be horrible, but her acting in that as Priscilla was not good. Yeah. Even the speaking lines that the Priscilla character had were pathetic. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to have to go. We've got a lot more to do. We are going to dedicate all of today and tomorrow on trying to bit by bit get it all out there. We are going to discuss all of it. Austin, Lisa, even Priscilla, Tom Hanks. We're going to look at a lot more interviews, a lot more footage. We're going to really thrash this character out. We're going to give Team Elvis a chance to have their say. We're going to interact on this. There's a lot more to do. I'm not sure when I'm coming back. I may come back in half an hour. I don't know. We'll see. It's all about what's planned with this beautiful weather. And Tino's got a bit of a bug, a bit of a cold. So I may have to, we'll just see what's happening. Yeah. So Tino didn't go to school today, so he's with his mum. So let's just see how it pans out. A lot more to do, guys. This is part 2. I think part 3 will be here on Defending Elvis. Part 4 we will do on the Keto channel. Okay, guys? Love to all of you. Again, happy birthday to Carolyn. Thanks, guys. See you soon.